Hey guys, out here in a field up in Vermont of some of that Dairymax cocktail, which is the Italian ryegrass legume cocktail that we've been working with some. So this farm, what we did was we came in this spring and no-tilled it into some wheat fields, and you really, we've been using it on cereal rye or triticale or wheat, whatever you got as far as winter forage crops. We come out, we were no-tilling that in April. We come back in May, harvest it for forage, and now we're ready to cut it the second time. It's ready to go. Any regrowth we had, actually had quite a bit of regrowth because this farm cut pretty immature. And then we're going to get at least 3 more cuttings off of that this year. So the farm originally harvested about 4 tons as fed on the first cutting. I'm expecting us to get really close to that here on second cutting. And then we got, at least 3 more. So, conceivably, we're going to be in that 15 plus tons as fed this year. So maybe 6 tons dry matter, maybe more. And it works great in a crop rotation. So these fields were corn last year, and then we can either come right back into corn next year. We could take a first cutting off of this Italian ryegrass legume mix, and then maybe either that. This farm itself plants a lot of pumpkins, so they're going to be coming back in with pumpkins here in May following that. But we can run this rotation forever. Basically, corn silage, winter small grain, cocktail mix, no-tilled into it, and then come right back into corn silage the next year if you want, and just growing lots and lots of feed, of dairy quality feed. So I'll show you what it looks. So, from the road, this looks pretty much like a lot of wheat regrowth, but when you get down inside it, underneath, we have all this ryegrass and cocktail coming. So there's a crimson clover. So one of the main advantages to this thing and this system, though, is not what it does for this crop or this year, although I think, we're going to grow maybe 6 tons of dry matter of dairy quality feed on this farm this year. But it's what it does for the other crops. So our first year corn, we know, is the most productive, least cost crop that we grow. And if we can grow more acres of that on a farm, we're able to increase the overall yield on the whole farm. And that's what, the beauty of this kind of system is. And so just kind of excited to see this work. Of course, there's lots of different ways you can go with these cocktail mixes, but this one is pretty exciting, and this farm is a great job of it. Just want to show you once again. Normally underneath a small grain, you'd see lots of dirt here, but on this regrowth, we got lots and lots of ryegrass coming, vetch, clovers. Of course, the regrowth. Now this will be the last crop that there'll be any small grains in. After this, there won't be regrowth, and it'll just be Italian ryegrass for the next 3 or 4 cuttings. Beautiful area of Vermont.